Good evening, everyone. My name is Monica Camp. I'm the director of orchestras at Heatherwood Middle School, and I have the best job in the world because we get to do this. You are going to be insanely impressed by your students tonight and the progress they have made since you saw them last, perhaps in December, and we're so excited to share our progress with you. You'll see the program and our concert order projected on the walls here. You also have a QR code on the paper you picked up on the way in that has that. If you would like a printed copy of that concert program, just send me an email and I can get that to you. And right now, I would like to invite Midnat and Adish forward.
Before we begin our fantastic performances, we kindly ask for your cooperation in maintaining appropriate audience etiquette so that everyone can have a great concert experience.
A few reminders to students in our audience. During music performances, all voices in the audience should be off. Please save comments to those around you for in-between songs. As each song ends, polite or even uproarious applause is appreciated and welcome. But please, save whistling, screaming, and yelling for sports events and arena concerts.
If you must leave or re-enter the auditorium, please wait until a piece of music is finished and the audience is applauding, so that there are no distractions to our musicians. You'll know the piece is done, and it's time to applaud when the conductor lowers their hands to their sides. Restrooms are located through the lobby, down the stairs. The women's restroom is down the right-hand staircase, and the men's restroom is down the left-hand staircase.
We also ask that you silence all electronic devices and avoid taking photos with the flash on, as it can disorient the performers. There will be several photo opportunities after the performances, and our concert is being video recorded, so we can allow our musicians to enjoy your full attention while they are playing.
Finally, please help us keep our beautiful auditorium clean by ensuring your feet stay on the floor, and refrain from eating or drinking except for water. When you exit after the performance, please check your area and ensure you have all your belongings with you.
Now sit back, enjoy the concert, and please join me in welcoming Heatherwood's Prelude Orchestra to the stage.
My name is Emily and I play the viola.
And my name is Chloe and I also play the viola. This is Prelude Orchestra, Heatherwood's beginning strings ensemble. Our first piece will be Beyond the Thunder by Deborah Baker Monday. The piece begins quietly, almost like the calm before a storm. You'll hear the melody being passed around from one section of the orchestra to another. Musical teamwork in action.
As the music builds, the steady beat and quick moving melody create an intense and powerful feeling, as if thunder is rumbling just overhead. One of the things we enjoyed most about rehearsing this piece is its energetic tempo and use of syncopated eighth-note rhythms, which contrast the legato or smooth, full bow melodies. We hope you enjoy Beyond the Thunder.
My name is Kyle and I play the violin.
My name is Varnica and I play the cello.
Bright, joyful, and full of light, De Colores is a traditional Mexican folk song that celebrates the beautiful colors of the world and the joy of being together. Translated, De Colores means of the colors, and you'll hear that vibrant spirit reflected in every note of this arrangement by Jeremy Woolston-Hume.
This melody is cheerful and familiar, and Mr. Woolston-Hume's arrangement gives each section of the orchestra a chance to join in on the fun. Rehearsing De Colores gave our students the chance to focus on tone, balance, and listening to one another. Skills that help bring the music to life and allow the warmth of this folk tune to shine through. We hope you enjoy De Colores.
My name is Pahel and I play the violin.
And my name is Ashwita and I also play the violin. With powerful rhythms, soaring melodies, and dramatic contrast in volume and style, Conquest by Jeremy Woolston-Hume sweeps listeners into a thrilling ride from the very first note. Rehearsing this piece gave our orchestra the opportunity to practice our dynamics, also known as louds and stops in music.
At first, you'll hear the violins take the lead with the main melody, supported by strong and steady rhythms from the rest of the orchestra, with violas, cellos, and basses highlighted later in the piece. Conquest is full of movement and musical learning, and it showcases the many skills and techniques we have mastered in Prelude Orchestra. We hope you enjoy it.
Okay, families, we're going to take a 10-second photo opportunity. Hey, orchestra students, sit in a really pretty rest position. Turn your face towards your family. Find them with your eyes. Everybody smile for 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to give some exit instructions, but first, can we have one more round of applause for our Prelude Orchestra musicians tonight? Okay, students, you probably have these memorized by now, but when I say go, cellos are going to put end pins in, basses are going to put end pins in, don't go yet. Neat and tidy, like the most fancy brand new car parking lot back there, scrolls to the wall, end pins to the stage. Violins and violas, you're going to exit down these stairs behind me. Intermezzo orchestra, when I say go, you're going to retrieve your cellos, and cellos and basses are coming up this ramp. Violins and violas are coming up this stage left chairs, and you're finding your seats. Ready, set, safely go.
My name is Nia, and I play the violin.
And my name is Karsten, and I play the bass. This is Intermezzo Orchestra, Heatherwood's intermediate level strings ensemble. If you've been to our concerts before, you probably know that the bass section is usually the quiet powerhouse of the orchestra, holding down the rhythm and harmony from our back row, while the violins and violas often take the spotlight. But not tonight. In Can Basses by Jacques Offenbach, arranged by Richard Meyer, the basses take the center stage.
The entire piece features the basses playing arco, that's with the bow, and they may surprise you with how agile and expressive the largest instruments in our orchestra can be. Meanwhile, the rest of the orchestra plays a supporting role, adding rhythm, harmony, and a bit of sparkle to help the basses shine even brighter. You'll hear the familiar, fast-paced rhythm of the famous can-can dance, with a new twist that highlights the deep, bold sound of our fantastic bass players. We invite you to tap your shoes, smile, and cheer a little extra loud for our bass section, because they're stealing the show.
My name is Salat, and I play the violin.
And my name is Amok, and I play the cello. Only a few songs are as instantly recognizable and emotionally touching as Over the Rainbow, the beloved classic from The Wizard of Oz. But in this special arrangement by Bob Phillips, the familiar tune is given a fresh twist with a touch of jazz. From the moment the first notes begin, you'll hear a gentle, dreamy quality in the strings.
The unexpected notes, subtle rhythms, and warm harmonies give the piece a slightly jazzy color, adding a richness and warmth to the music, almost like hearing a favorite lullaby played in a cozy coffee shop. This arrangement captures the heart of the original while letting our orchestra explore a new musical style. We hope you enjoy Over the Rainbow.
My name is Viviana, and I play the violin.
My name is Johanna, and I play the cello. Get ready to travel to a galaxy far, far away in this exciting medley from Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Arranged by Robert Longfield, our orchestra brings to life the unforgettable music that has captured hearts and imaginations for generations. This piece is packed with everything that makes Star Wars music so thrilling. Fast and powerful bowing, dramatic plucking called pizzicato, soaring melodies, and deep, mysterious harmonies. You'll hear a mix of familiar themes woven together.
This medley challenged our musicians to stay sharp, listen closely to each other, and bring out the emotion behind every note. Whether you're a lifelong fan of Star Wars or just love powerful, story-filled music, we hope this performance sweeps you up into the adventure. Lightsabers not required, just your imagination.
Families, it's time for another photo opportunity. We're gonna stay in a beautiful rest position and just turn our heads towards the audience. And everybody's gonna smile for 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another round of applause for Intermezzo Orchestra, please. All right, exit instructions. When I say go, cellos and basses and pins in, use the ramp. Put your instrument back where it was before we played. Violins and violas on the stage. When I say go, you're exiting down the staircase behind me. Will you please watch for chamber orchestra cellos and give them the right of way once they're situated? Chamber orchestra, you're coming up these stairs when I say go, and then cellos, you're going to come up the ramp and get yourself situated. Watch out so you don't crash into intermezzo orchestra. Ready, set, go.
My name is Maya, and I play the violin.
And my name is Ella Ray, and I also play the violin. Hoist the sails, grab the rigging, and get ready to set off on a swashbuckling adventure across the high seas. This exciting medley from Pirates of the Caribbean, based on the beloved film series and arranged for string orchestra, brings all the energy, drama, and thrill of the movies straight to the concert stage.
The music moves through powerful contrasts, sometimes loud and intense, other times soft and suspenseful, perfectly capturing the ups and downs of a life at sea. One moment might feel like a high-speed chase through crashing waves, and the next, a quiet moment of reflection aboard a ship under the stars. We invite you to lean in, hold tight, and enjoy the ride. We hope you enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, performed by Heatherwood's Advanced Chamber Orchestra.
My name is Charity and I play the violin.
And my name is Inez and I also play the violin. Mysterious, powerful, and unforgettable, Skyfall brings a cinematic thrill to the concert stage. Originally performed by Adele for the James Bond film of the same name, this arrangement by Larry Moore transforms the iconic song into a rich and dramatic piece for string orchestra.
Rehearsing Skyfall gave our orchestra the chance to focus on musical expression, balance, rhythmic accuracy, and emotional storytelling. It challenged students to listen closely to one another and to shape every phrase with intention and feeling. We hope you enjoy Skyfall.
My name is Cherie and I play the violin.
And my name is Lourdes and I also play the violin. Curse of the Rosin-Eating Zombies from Outer Space, affectionately shortened to Crestfloss by our orchestra, is a thrilling, tongue-in-cheek musical adventure that blends horror movie suspense with outrageous imagination and clever sound effects. Composer Richard Mayer has crafted a piece that is dramatic, mysterious, and just the right amount of creepy. From the very first note, listeners are pulled into a gloomy, suspenseful atmosphere, complete with eerie effects and hushed melodies that keep you on the edge of your seat.
In this piece, we use a variety of techniques, including unusual bowing tricks and special effects, to help tell the story of these outer space zombies coming to eat the cakes of rosin we need to play our instruments. For our orchestra, this piece was both technically challenging and incredibly fun to learn. It pushed us to explore the full range of what our instruments can do, not just with notes, but with sound, texture, and storytelling. We hope you enjoy Curse of the Rosin-Eating Zombies from Outer Space. Our soloists tonight are Charity, Christine, Aaliyah, and Maya.
get the lights on Chamber Orchestra for a quick photo opportunity, please? Thank you. Okay, Chamber Orchestra, everybody sit in a nice rest position. Turn your head towards the audience. Here we go, 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and another huge round of applause for Chamber Orchestra, please.
We'd like to take a moment to thank the people who make what you see in front of you tonight possible. Our Superintendent, Dr. Ian Saltzman, our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Peter Scott, our Regional Superintendent, Dr. Pete Meinster, our school board members, and our Heatherwood administration team, Dr. Laura Wellington and Mr. Chris Dahl.
We would also like to thank Everett High School and Everett Civic Auditorium, especially Mr. Corning, the Auditorium Technical Director, the Heatherwood Orchestra and Booster Choir and Choir Booster Group, our equipment, stage, chaperone, and concessions volunteers tonight, our field trip chaperones this year, Ms. Phillips, our treasurer, and Ms. McKnight, our booster coordinator. If you have chaperoned an orchestra field trip or concert this year, or donated your time or finances to our program this year, please stand and be recognized. At this time, chamber orchestra musicians, please silently move to your finale places, and cellists and bassists, please join us on the stage.
Thank you to all who have supported our orchestra musicians this year. We'd like to extend a special thank you to Everett School District for supporting our growing orchestra program. This year, the district purchased a string bass for our program. Next year, projected enrollment has us adding about 35 additional orchestra students, as well as additional choir and band students, so we are in need for more rehearsal equipment. We are grateful for Everett Public Schools' support of our music programs, purchasing 48 stands and 2 stand racks, 40 chairs and 2 chair racks, a new cello storage rack, and a conductor's stand for orchestra and choir classes in the cafeteria next year. Can we please get a massive round of applause as a thank you to our district's continuing support of our performing arts form and music musicians.
We are extremely privileged to have such great support and a collaborative partnership with our district and are very grateful. The support within Everett Public Schools for our music program is among the best in our state. Thank you to our district leadership for your continued support of our musicians. We would also like to thank our booster group and everyone who has made a donation towards our fundraising efforts. This year we were able to bring coaching sessions to our orchestra program and purchase an additional string bass. I'd like to invite our booster president, Nicole McKnight, forward to speak about upcoming booster efforts. At this time, we would like to invite all remaining Prelude Orchestra students to silently find their places on stage.
Good evening, everyone. I am Nicole McKnight. I am currently serving as the booster president of the parent group for our wonderful orchestra program. First, thank you for being here tonight to support these amazing musicians. It means the world to them and to us to have such a strong and encouraging community. I mean, these amazing musicians, look at what they put on tonight. Isn't that great? As we look ahead next year, we would love to keep in touch with those who are interested in helping us continue to grow this program. On your printed concert program, you'll find a QR code to the short Google form labeled About Our Amazing Orchestra Booster Group. It takes just a minute or two to fill out and let us know if we can reach out next year for things like concert concessions, volunteer coordination, or donation support. If you're willing to help in any way, big or small, we would truly appreciate it. And speaking of support, instead of asking our students to do a traditional sales fundraiser, we're inviting families to consider making a direct donation to the program. Your contributions go directly toward important goals, like hiring professional coaches to work with students in the fall and replacing worn-out bow hair on our classroom instruments this summer. If every student family donates $20 tonight, we will reach our fundraising goal. Do not forget about company match. Companies like Microsoft, Boeing, and T-Mobile, they do company match. Every dollar makes a difference, and we are so grateful for anything you're able to give. You'll find donation details on your printed concert program as well as on the screen. Thank you again for being a part of this amazing musical journey. At this time, Ms. Camp has asked me to invite Intermezzo violinists to please make their way up the ramp and onto the stage, followed by Intermezzo seconds and then Intermezzos first.
While we continue to get set for our finale, Ms. Camp has asked me to speak a bit about my experience in the Heatherwood Orchestra program. My name is Cherie, again, and this is my third year playing in the chamber orchestra. After being part of the program for all of my middle school career, I can confidently say that orchestra is the class I most look forward to daily. I may be slightly biased, but orchestra is by far the best out of all the electives, including the other musical ones, you can take throughout middle school. Its strong sense of community, growth, and the fun it brings overall makes it an experience that has truly shaped the last 3 years of my life. For starters, the orchestra program opens the door into new genres of music, whether that is film, classicals, or sometimes demonic screaming. Being part of the orchestra encourages the development of time management and collaboration skills, as well as building on the foundations of self-efficacy. Not only do members of the orchestra receive these academic benefits, they also get to experience other fun and inspiring opportunities, such as March festivals, concerts, and other field trips. And in spite of the large scope of education and enjoyment that orchestra provides, it is still very much a real class that teaches discipline, attention to detail, and accountability. The music department at Heatherwood Middle School is united by themes of friendship and an overall love for creating music. Being part of the program has been a definitive experience for me and one of the best and most integral parts of my middle school life. Thank you for your support of our orchestra program, and please enjoy the finale.
My name is Sabrish and I play the violin.
My name is Kira and I also play the violin. Our finale tonight, Dragon Hunter by Richard Meyer, is a fun, fast-paced piece that brings together all of our orchestra students in one combined performance. This will be our first time performing it all together. After this final number, we will take a group photo under the black lights, so get your cameras ready.
But before we play, we would like to thank all the family and friends in attendance tonight. While your musician may be the one up here performing, we know that participation in a music ensemble, including obtaining an instrument and concert attire, facilitating a practice space, and providing transportation to and from concert, is a family effort. The support of your time and energy is greatly appreciated. Orchestra students, let's give a big foot shuffle for our audience tonight.
Okay, students, we're going to a really, really nice rest position, and I'm gonna run up to the balcony to take a picture. So students, stay in rest position, turn your eyes towards the audience, and I will appear in the balcony in just a minute. You're being oh so patient. Thank you very much. I'm about to appear in the center at the balcony. Mr. Corning, would you please turn the stage lights off and the black lights on? Orchestra students, if your music stand light is on, will you please turn it off so we only have the black lights? Okay, everybody hold really, really still for 10 seconds. Okay, now as planned, everybody do something crazy with your bow. Ready, go. Hold really still for 10 seconds. Okay, you can relax. Some exit instructions. We are going to have instruments safe first, and then equipment managers are coming back to get rock stops and stand lights. Gateway Orchestra is coming in for their concert right after this, so once you are all situated, it would be helpful to clear the auditorium for those students. Families, thank you so very much for your support of our orchestra programs. We hope you enjoyed the concert. Have a great night. All right, students.